This short video deals with the process known as the remainder theorem. And the remainder theorem is a way by which we can work out what the remainder will be, what will be left over if we were to do the process of long division without actually having to do that long division. And the remainder theorem states that if p of x, so our polynomial, is divided by x plus a, the remainder will be equal to whatever p of minus a is. So basically it's saying substitute that value in whatever number you get, that will be the remainder. Okay, so the first example says without actually dividing, find the remainder when x cubed minus 7x squared minus 2x plus 4 is divided by x minus 3. The key here is that it's without actually dividing. So if this was a question in the exam and it said without actually dividing, you wouldn't get full marks if you actually did do the division to get the remainder. The other thing is, even if it doesn't say without actually dividing, it just wants the remainder, this is a lot quicker way of doing it. So the first thing we need to do is, if it's x minus 3 that we're trying to find, then, or we're dividing by, then what we're going to do is look at what makes x minus 3 equal to 0, so when x is equal to 3, so we're actually looking to find p of 3. So p of 3 is going to equal 3 cubed minus 7 times 3 squared minus 2 times 3 plus 4. So wherever there was an x in our polynomial, we'll replace that with a 3, whatever happened to that 3, so that x now happens to 3. So if we just work that out, we end up with a value of minus 38. So what that means is that if we were to go through the process of doing the division, if we were to divide x minus 3 into x cubed minus 7x squared minus 2x plus 4, and go through the whole process of division, we would actually end up with minus 38 as our remainder down the bottom. And you can see that obviously there's a lot less work and a lot less chance for things to go wrong in this question. So we might just add a little statement at the bottom: when x cubed minus 7x squared minus 2x plus 4 is divided by x minus 3, the remainder is minus 38. Okay, so it's a key to remember the remainder theorem because it does actually make life a little bit easier for you. And when we look at the factor theorem in the next video, we're basically using that remainder theorem to help us find factors, things that go in exactly. Okay, so this one is the same polynomial, but we want to know the remainder when we're dividing this time by x plus 6. So we want to find what p of minus 6 is equal to. So we'll go through the same process again. P of minus 6 is going to equal minus 6 cubed minus 7 times minus 6 squared minus 2 times minus 6 plus 4. And if we work all of this out, minus 6 cubed is minus 216. Minus 7 times minus 6 squared is minus 252. Minus 2 times minus 6 will be plus 12. And plus 4. And if we add all that up, we find our remainder is minus 452. So like before, we might just put a final statement. Therefore, when x cubed minus 7x squared minus 2x plus 4 is divided by x plus 6, the remainder is minus 452. So the previous example dealt with, we know what our polynomial is, we know what we're dividing by, find out what the remainder is going to be. This one is kind of the other way. Our polynomial, one of the coefficients, the x squared coefficient in this case, has a pronumeral k in front of it. But what we do know is that when we divide this polynomial x cubed plus kx squared plus x minus 2 by x minus 2, we end up with a remainder of 20. So we're going to use that information to help us find the value of k. So I know that p of 2, and we're told that the remainder is equal to 20. So p of 2 equaled 20. So then I'm going to find p of 2 like I normally would. So it'll be 2 cubed plus k times 2 squared plus 2 minus 2, and that's going to equal 20. So 8 plus 4k, the 2's here will cancel out, is going to equal 20. 4k is going to equal 12. It's just like solving a linear equation. So in order for x cubed plus kx squared plus x minus 2 to be divided by x minus 2 and give a remainder of 20, that value of k must have been 3. That's the conclusion of this video. You're now ready to tackle task 4 on that sheet. As per usual, if you get stuck on any of the questions or unsure, first of all, watch the video again, that may help, but then get in contact with your teacher as soon as possible. Good luck.